Here's something most people don't realize until it's too late. After age 50, your body doesn't process food the same way it did at 30. The exact same diet you ate 10 years ago, it may not be supporting your body the same way anymore. But here's the good news. There are 5 specific foods that can help support healthy aging. They may help fight inflammation, protect your brain, and support steady energy levels as you get older. And the best part? You can find every single one of them at a regular grocery store. No expensive supplements, no unusual powders, just real food backed by nutrition research. Let me show you what they are and how to include them the right way. Between 50 and 70, many adults experience a natural decline in muscle mass if they are not actively working to preserve it. Your cells become less efficient at repairing damage. Chronic inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging, can gradually increase as we age. And much of this happens silently. You don't notice it day by day. What you do notice is the tiredness, the joint stiffness, the brain fog that you may assume is simply a normal part of getting older. But research continues to show that food plays an important role in how we age. The foods you eat consistently can influence your energy, your muscles, your heart, and your brain health. And these 5 foods have some of the strongest research behind them in nutrition science. Now, before we get into the list, there's one important thing. You'll notice I didn't say, eat these foods and you'll live to 120. That's not how science works. What I'm sharing with you is what research actually shows, measurable benefits that can support healthier aging. That's the standard we follow here. Food number 1, fatty fish salmon, sardines, and mackerel number 1 on the list. And this should surprise no one who follows nutrition research, is fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel. And before you say, I don't like fish, hear me out on why this matters. Because it's not only about heart health. Fatty fish are one of the best natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA. DHA is an important structural component of your brain. It helps maintain healthy brain cell membranes and supports communication between neurons. Research has found that higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids are associated with better brain health in older adults. The same omega-3 fats may also help regulate inflammation throughout the body, and this matters because chronic inflammation is linked with many age-related health problems. So how should you include fatty fish in your diet? Aim for about 2 servings per week. A palm-sized portion is a good guide. Wild-caught salmon is a popular choice because it provides a strong omega-3 profile. Sardines are another excellent option. They are nutrient-dense, affordable, and packed with omega-3. And if you absolutely do not eat fish, some people choose algae-based DHA supplements as an alternative. But whole foods usually provide a wider range of nutrients. Now, the next food is especially interesting if you struggle with joint discomfort. And this one surprised many researchers when they looked deeper into the evidence. Food number 2, blueberries and dark berries. If I could recommend one fruit for many people over 50, blueberries would be at the top of the list. And not because they're trendy. Blueberries contain natural compounds called anthocyanins. These are the compounds that give blueberries their deep blue color. But they do much more than create beautiful color. Anthocyanins are powerful plant compounds that have been studied for their role in supporting brain health and helping the body manage oxidative stress. In one clinical trial, older adults who consumed blueberries regularly showed improvements in certain areas of cognitive function, including tasks related to memory and decision-making. But here's what makes blueberries especially interesting. They may also support healthy inflammation levels in the body. This matters because inflammation plays a role in many age-related changes, including joint discomfort and cardiovascular health. Research has also linked regular berry intake with improvements in markers related to heart health. And the best part? You don't need a complicated recipe. Here's how to add them. About 1 cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen, can be an easy addition to your daily routine. Frozen blueberries are a great option because they are convenient and often just as nutritious. Add them to oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, blend them into a smoothie. Wild blueberries may contain even higher levels of certain antioxidants compared with regular cultivated blueberries. But remember, consistency matters more than perfection. A small amount regularly is better than a large amount once in a while. That's 2 foods. The next one is probably already sitting in your kitchen, but many people are not eating enough of it to get the potential benefits. Food number 3, leafy greens, spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. Leafy greens are one of the simplest foods you can add for healthy aging. A study from researchers at Rush University followed nearly 1,000 older adults over several years. The people who regularly consumed leafy greens showed slower rates of cognitive decline compared with those who ate fewer greens. Some researchers estimated their cognitive performance was similar to people who were years younger. So what makes leafy greens so special? They contain several important nutrients, including vitamin K, lutein, folate, and natural plant nitrates. These compounds work together in ways that whole foods provide better than isolated nutrients. Vitamin K helps support healthy bones and normal blood vessel function. Lutein accumulates in the eyes and brain, supporting healthy vision and cognitive function. Dietary nitrates can help support healthy blood flow by helping blood vessels relax. And better circulation means more oxygen can reach your brain and muscles. That can support energy levels and physical performance. All from a simple serving of vegetables. Here's how to make leafy greens easier. Aim for 1 to 2 cups daily. You can mix different greens together. Spinach is a simple starting point because it has a mild taste and cooks quickly. If salads are not your thing, add spinach to scrambled eggs, soups, stir fries, or even a protein smoothie. And one helpful tip, adding a little healthy fat, such as olive oil, can help your body absorb certain fat-soluble vitamins found in greens. Now, food number 4 is where many people were given outdated advice. And if you grew up hearing that you should avoid this food because it contains fat, you may want to hear what modern nutrition research says. Food number 4, nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. For decades, many people were told to avoid nuts because they were high in fat. But today, we understand that not all fats affect the body the same way. Nuts contain healthy fats, fiber, minerals, and plant compounds that can support overall health. One of the largest nutrition studies, known as the Pre-DIMED study, followed thousands of older adults at increased cardiovascular risk. Researchers found that people following a Mediterranean-style diet that included nuts had a lower risk of cardiovascular events compared with certain control groups. Nuts are also interesting when it comes to brain health. They provide vitamin E, magnesium, and polyphenols. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant that helps protect cells from oxidative stress. Magnesium plays a role in hundreds of processes throughout the body, including those involved in muscle and nerve function. Walnuts are especially unique because they contain plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. So how much should you eat? A small handful per day is usually enough, around 28 grams or about a quarter cup. Walnuts and almonds are excellent choices. Choose raw or dry roasted options when possible. Avoid varieties covered in sugar, heavy salt, or unhealthy coatings. And remember, nuts are healthy, but they are also calorie dense. A handful is beneficial. A whole bag is probably too much. Food number 5, extra virgin olive oil. The last food on this list is one of the most underrated foods for healthy aging, and it comes from the Mediterranean region, where many people traditionally follow eating patterns associated with long-term health. Extra virgin olive oil is not just a cooking fat. It is a food with beneficial plant compounds, and treating it as just another oil means missing its potential benefits. One important compound found in extra virgin olive oil is called oleocanthal. Research suggests that oleocanthal has anti-inflammatory properties. It works through pathways in the body involved in inflammation regulation. Extra virgin olive oil is also rich in polyphenols, natural plant compounds that help protect cells from oxidative stress. Studies on Mediterranean-style diets, where olive oil is a major component, have shown associations with better heart health and overall health outcomes. Some research has also explored olive oil's possible role in supporting brain health and healthy aging. So how can you use it? Aim for around 2 to 3 tablespoons per day as part of a balanced diet. Use it as a salad dressing, drizzle it over cooked vegetables, add it to meals instead of less healthy fats, and choose extra virgin olive oil when possible because it contains more of the beneficial plant compounds compared with more refined olive oils. A few buying tips. Look for a bottle with a harvest date if available. Store it away from heat and direct sunlight. Light and heat can reduce the quality of the oil over time. Now, I promised you 5 foods that can support healthy aging, but there is one category of food that is worth limiting, especially after age 50. One food category: to limit sugar-sweetened beverages, sodas, sweetened teas, energy drinks, and drinks that contain large amounts of added sugar. These are some of the easiest sources of excess sugar to consume because they provide calories without making you feel full. Liquid sugar enters your bloodstream quickly. This can cause rapid increases in blood sugar and insulin levels. Over time, regularly consuming large amounts of added sugar may contribute to problems related to metabolic health. Research has linked higher consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages with increased risks of several chronic health conditions. So what is the simple replacement? Water, unsweetened tea, or coffee without added sugar. If plain water feels boring, try adding lemon, cucumber, or fresh herbs for flavor. Small changes like this can have a meaningful impact over time. So let's review the 5 foods that can help support healthy aging. Number 1, fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Aim for about 2 servings per week. Number 2, blueberries and dark berries, rich in beneficial plant compounds. Fresh or frozen, both work well. Number 3, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. Try adding them regularly to meals. Number 4, nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. A small handful per day is a simple goal. Number 5, extra virgin olive oil, a key part of many Mediterranean-style eating patterns. None of these foods require a special store. None require expensive supplements. They are simple, practical foods that you can add to your normal routine. The most important thing is consistency. Healthy aging is not created by one perfect meal. It is built by the small choices you repeat every day. If you found this information helpful, consider subscribing to Prime Health Insights. Here, we focus on evidence-based health information, practical nutrition tips, and simple habits that can support a healthier life. And I would love to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods do you already eat regularly? And which one are you going to add to your routine this week? Share your answer in the comments. The information on Prime Health Insights is provided for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making significant changes to your diet, lifestyle, or health routine, especially if you have existing medical conditions or take medications. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.